Have you ever needed something really badly and didn't know what to do? Maybe you needed school supplies, food, or help with something big. Well, there was once a woman who had nothing left, but when she trusted God, He did something amazing for her. Let's hear her story. A long time ago, in the land of Israel, there was a poor widow. Her husband, who had been a faithful servant of God, had died, and now she had 2 sons to take care of. But there was a big problem: she had no money left, and because of that, a cruel man came to her house and said, "If you don't pay your debt, I will take your sons as slaves." The widow was afraid. She loved her boys and couldn't let them be taken away. So she ran to the prophet Elisha for help. She cried, "Elisha, please help me. My husband served God, but now he is gone, and we have no money. My sons will be taken away." Elisha looked at her kindly and asked, "Tell me, what do you have in your house?" The widow sighed, "Nothing, except a small jar of oil." But Elisha smiled. "Go home and borrow as many empty jars as you can from your neighbors' lots, and lots of them." The widow was confused. "Borrow jars? But why?" "Just trust God," Elisha said. "Then go inside, shut the door, and start pouring your all into all the jars." The widow hurried home and told her sons, "Quick, go to our neighbors and ask for empty jars. Knock, knock." The boys knocked on doors, asking, "Can we borrow some empty jars?" The neighbors gave them 1, 2, 3, many jars. Soon, their house was full of empty jars. Then the widow took her tiny jar of oil and began to pour. And something amazing happened. The oil kept flowing, it didn't stop. She poured it into one jar, then another, then another. Each jar filled up completely, but the oil never ran out. She kept pouring until every single jar was full. "Bring me another jar," she said. "Mom, there are no more left," her son replied. And at that moment, the oil stopped flowing. The widow ran back to Elisha, breathless. "Elisha, every jar is full." Elisha smiled and said, "Now, go sell the oil, pay your debts, and use the rest to take care of your family." The widow did exactly that. She sold the oil and had enough money to save her sons and live happily. This story teaches us God provides for those who trust Him. Even when we think we have nothing, God can use what we have to bless us. If the widow hadn't listened to Elisha, she wouldn't have seen God's power. So next time you feel like you don't have enough, trust God, He can do amazing things. Bible reference, 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 1 to 7. Prayer points. Dear God, help me to trust You, even when things seem impossible.